Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, depending on the moment you will watch this, at any place of the world, of course. New vlog. The vlog for July 2026, as a month already passed by. Important to tell before we start is that you can hear some noise on the background because there is a renovation going on in the block where I live. And so it could be you can hear some construction work background noise. I'm sorry in advance for that, but I can't record on a different moment, so it's dealing with what it is. I don't hope it's that much of it doesn't. I don't hope it don't it bother you too much hearing it on the background. That's what I wanted to say. So, new vlog. Last month I closed off with telling I was very tired and very busy, and luckily that's all sorted out over the last month. Probably because I had also some commission work still hanging on my shoulders for a worldwide granny square book, which will be released, and I cannot say any more about it because it's still all secret and going on behind scenes. But I had some commission work to make a granny square for that book, and so that commission work was also still one of the things I needed to finish. And of course, commission work also needs to be very carefully done because it has to be good. It will be published in a book, so that was going on. And besides that, I also had a really big project of myself, of which I was working on for almost 2 years now. And it was still not, every time I pushed it far away from my side, like, okay, well, I will finish it later. But in the end, it had to be done. So that's also one of the things I did. And it feels very good to be done for now with such a huge project and pass it on to the next one who has something to do with it. So another YouTuber has it now all in his possession, and that person is Mike, and he will do things with it, and then it will come back to me. And after, in a few months, you will start to explore what I'm talking about now. It's a top secret thing as well, but really fun. And of course, I will tell you all about it when the time is there. So those two things were definitely also a lot of, hanging on my shoulders to do. So that's done. There were a lot of new yarns and collections to add to Veluwsch Verfgoed. I don't hope this is taking too long. Because there was a lot on my schedule, and as vacation is coming close by, I wanted to finish most of it and add it to the shop. Because when going on vacation and still have so much on your list to do, that is also not a good thing to do, because I can bend over and relax, because then it's in my head and I won't have a nice vacation. So most of it I did, and I added to the store already, and I showed it also. We're gonna talk about it in this vlog a lot, about what's new and what's added to the shop. And there's still some things to do over those last weeks before vacation. So let's start off. Let's first start with telling you all the new stuff that's added to the shop. All kind of yarns, magazines, whatsoever. That's what we're going to talk about first. Alright, I have a full table of items in yarn to show you and tell you about. So let's start off, as we have a lot of things new. Starting with a hand-dyed yarn first, which is Veluwsch Verfgoed mohair silk. And mohair silk is something a lot of people were asking about, as mohair is perfectly fine to knit along in a project for a more fluffy and soft effect, as the thread of mohair is very thin, so it's actually more like you knit it along or crochet it along with your project, and you almost don't notice it. It's not like you will notice a difference in thickness, but the fluffy fiber will definitely put a glow on your knitted work or your crocheted work. So I'll dyed some basic soft colors, as I don't think mohair silk needs that much of colors because you knit it along, and it's not often you always take some basic colors. So I'll dye about 7 colors for now and see what this will be. So this is a natural white, and of course one skein is 50 grams with 420 meters of yarn. That's already telling you it's very thin, like lace weight. So this is spider's web, but we also have a soft blue, which is the winter night, and we have a lovely soft pink called Summer Dew, and we have a brown one called Clay. And as you can see, there are more colors, but I'm not showing everything. It's a very soft, fluffy yarn. So I'll dye it. It was on my schedule for a long time, so I'll dye it finally. If you're interested, take a look at the shop. Okay. And then I was planning on adding some collections of yarn to my shop that aren't that pricey, because hand-dyed yarn can often be, well, it's of course there's a different price range on hand-dyed yarn because the process is much more delicate, and the quality of the yarns are often even more expensive. So that makes a price, because and the work put in it is also depending. But not everyone has the same income or possibility to spend anything, but still wants a beautiful skein of yarn. So I decided to add some collections to my shop, which are fabric made, not hand dyed, but still are very good quality, and are items that are not seen that much, but it could be because these come from a factory that definitely delivers the same balls of yarn for different brands. And but the fun thing is you have the possibility to put your own label to it, and that's what I'm searching for, because I still wanted something that could hold my own brand. So that's what I did. And let's start off with Veluwsch Verfgoed Chromo. And Chromo, how do you say it? I don't know. Is a sock yarn with a slow changing gradient effect. And as you can see, it's a lovely ball. One ball is 100 grams with 420 meters of yarn. It consists of 75% wool and 25% polyamide. Might. I don't know. In the end, it's perfect for socks, and most of all used for socks. And we have many different colors. I just show you, this is rainbow. I just show you for now some examples, but there are plenty of it. As said perfectly, it's actually sock yarn, but for now I'll, as an example, I created a jolly jellyfish, crocheted with it, to also show that crocheting is also perfectly fine doing it with it. And when you crochet, you see it becomes more of a stripy effect, because the color changes are going faster. But if you knit with this yarn, the color changes will be slower and it's more gradient. But I really love the outcome of this one as well. So Chromo, I thought we had 10 colors, so if you're interested, just take a look at the shop as well. And continuing on Chromo, we also have Veluwsch Verfgoed basic sock for now. And as told, I wanted some sock yarn lines that were more basic and more budget, like pricing, but the quality needs to be okay. So I definitely checked that before going on with this one, and it delivered the Veluwsch Verfgoed basic sock. So just a regular sock yarn, like the common brands like Regia or Opal or whatsoever there is on the market already. One ball of 100 grams is 420 meters, 75% wool, 25% polyamide. And it's a perfect, soft and great superwash sock yarn just to use for any kind of purpose. Available in, well, almost, I believe, 15 colors for now. And so this, for example, this is gold. But we also have a moss green, although it's a bit lighter on camera for now. Or rose. In the end, lots of colors. So if you're interested, take a look at the colors. There are many. But continuing on basic sock, I also wanted actually a ball of sock yarn that had more than an unicolor. So in the end, I also ordered the sock stripe. And that's actually the same sock yarn as the basic sock, but with a self-striping effect. So you just have to knit a sock, and you will see the stripes will get in it automatically. You don't have to do anything special for it. And so this is a lovely color. Also available in many colors. It's the same conditions, like 100 grams, 420 meters, 75% wool, 25% polyamide. And here is another color. It's also a lovely one. And I'm holding this one because I also made an example, not of a sock, but of this chicken, the emotional support chicken. And as you can see, this color is in this chicken. So you have an idea how it works up striping. Yeah. And I combined, like these bright colors are the sock stripe, but the stone color is the basic sock in colorway Pebble. So as you can see, they are also perfectly coming together, used together, as they have the same conditions. So, well, those two collections are also new. Sorry for the noise once again, I can't help it. It's just on and off. I can also not regular or record between because yeah, well, it's done. Another thing I have added to the store is lit yarn, and lit yarn is based in Lithuania. And I love working with very small independent businesses, like most of the time one-person businesses like myself. And Lithuania is well, in that case, comparing to where I live, a not that rich country. And so, yeah, I'm waiting. In the end, Lithuania of Lit Yarn is a one-man based company which spins their own yarn but also dyes their own yarn. So we have a new hand-dyed yarn in the collection. And I love working with these kind of businesses because they get a good income out of my purchases as a company. But I also can host their brand some more. So I decided to add lit yarn to my shop. And it's like this. First we'll show you. It's a 100% yarn. Just natural raw 2-ply yarn. There's nothing like nylon in it or whatsoever, or polyamide. One skein is 100 grams with 360 meters of yarn. So it's a bit thicker than fingering weight. It's more like a sport weight. Yeah, and it's lovely. They just dye batches on their own. In the end, every batch will be different. They cannot dye yarn in the same conditions all the time. So if you like something about this, just purchase enough for the project you want it for, because I can't guarantee anything afterwards. And here is another color. And a lovely, more like sea color. I really love how they dye. They have a whole own way of dyeing their yarn. And of course there are plenty of more colors, so take a look if you're interested. Yeah, so lit yarn is also added to the collection. And to continue on with another new brand, is Veluwsch Verfgoed. And many of you know it's more that collection is more added for my crocheting public, because, well, of course, many of you know me as the guy with the hook, and I've worked over the past years in patterns a lot with yarn cakes with a gradient yarn color change. Most of them were Skeins Whirls, but also different brands. And I thought it would be fun to have an own range of those colors. And it's pretty hard to find colors that are not already there by big companies like Skeins. So it was a search, and I succeeded in the end. So that brought me to Veluwsch Verfgoed, my own yarn cakes. I first will show you, there's a beautiful big paper label around it. And here is one color, Ice Storm. I have different colors available. I believe 15 for now. I'm just showing you 3 of it. Actually, this is the Forest Ground. And this is Seaside. This is maybe better. And one cake is 250 grams of yarn with 1000 meters of length. And it's based on 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. Well, most of these cakes have these conditions. But the fun difference I find is, like with the more common cakes you now have, is quality-wise, often you have that the thread will split with your crochet hook, or it soon becomes a bit fuzzy, like the quality of the thread is less good or something. That's what I experienced the last months. And this cakes definitely, it has a more shiny approach. So if you look at the cake, there's more like the yarn has a more shiny coating, and the thread is more solid. It's more, the ply is heavier, it seems. So I really love it. I also done some things with it, but I'm not going to show you yet, because yeah, most of the time if I show you something, you also want a pattern, and I can do that about 4 times in a month, because that would mean I have to publish patterns by on and on, and that doesn't work also that way. So things will come later, but you have a good idea of what it is, and I'm very excited to see if these cakes will be a success. And for now, they are already, because I only show them on social media for now, but they're already selling. So I do hope to also add more colors over time if this whole thing is successful, and that's for all of these things. Let's see how it goes. Then there was something else to show, because there was more new, but not on the yarn-wise thing. There was a new Guy with Hook magazine, number 4. And many of you already know I make those magazines over the years, like the Bohemian Rhapsody edition, the Secret Garden, the Theory of the 5 Elements. But I found the time, and it took a while, it took almost a year to create this new one. Number 4, Valhalla. I will show you. Many of you have already seen it. But yeah, finally we have a 4th magazine, and the 5th will probably will be there in a few months as well. And this magazine holds the beautiful mandala pattern Valhalla. And that's of course the whole thing behind these magazines. It always holds a large crochet pattern that definitely needs some more attention, more explanation, and that's what I use those magazines for. And it also always holds a theme that I can also write some articles about, add some more photo work. Well, it's just a high quality magazine, and it's definitely worth collecting them, I think. And many of you already did and have seen it by now. You can also just watch the video on my YouTube channel, on which you have an overview in the magazine. And then you can definitely see it for yourself as well. But it's just, yeah, look like you have photos like this as well in it. It's just beautiful. So also available through Veluwsch Verfgoed. And if you don't like a magazine but you do like the pattern, it's always the Valhalla mandala pattern is also available digitally of how I cannot pronounce it right, on Etsy and Ravelry. Then there's oh wait, there's more to show. At the last crafting event in May I attended as a vendor, I had handmade bags with me from Hobby Bags and Studio Veluwsch. Those are two soosters here in the Netherlands that make project bags by hand. And those were so popular they were sold out in a week. And I got a lot of questions afterwards if there would be more. And well, the answer was no, because those ladies have to first make them once again, if even possible. And for Studio Veluwsch, that is already happened. So once again, this lovely pencil case with my beautiful Santa on it is available, and the same goes for the big bag. So those are back in stock. And of hobby bags, we had the Forest Animals collection, which was a limited edition because those fabrics were actually done and not available any longer to work with. So we had a limited edition collection of them, but we succeeded in getting some extra meters of fabric. So Inge from Hobby Bags did make some extra bags. So the Forest Animals line is once again available for project bags, just a few, and this is definitely the last. So if you still like a bag, purchase it, because after this it will never return, and those fabrics are out of stock, done, so it will not return. It's not possible anymore. And hopefully after these we will bring you something new in a few months when autumn arrives. So, and then there's one last thing to tell you, because it's a new month, which means a new color of the month at Veluwsch Verfgoed. And I definitely have to trust my gut some more, because last month I introduced the Veluwe at Sea color. And my feeling towards that color was, I already made a project with it, but my feeling was it would be a successful one. And so it did. I dyed some batches over 4 times this last month, and those were not batches from 5 skeins or whatsoever. But it's the most successful selling color so far when it comes to colors of the months. And I'll definitely keep it in my collection, which already was my idea when presenting it. And the same goes for the color of this new month. Not that I expect that it will sell as good as the previous one, but it will also be a color that will stay in the collection, because I definitely think it deserves a place. And I'm first going to show you it. Here we go. It's totally different from the other colors so far. And this color is named the Bennekom's beekeeper. And Bennekom is a very small village here on the Veluwe. And the beekeeper is, of course, the keeper of bees. And we have, and actually it's not in Bennekom, it's in Wageningen. But the beekeeper is situated on a very countryside road towards Wageningen, so there's the confusion, and many people think it's still based in Bennekom. But it's this beekeeper is one of the largest in the country here, and it sells a lot of items to beekeeping, but also their own honey, and those honey is unfiltered, raw, not heated. It's the best you can get, and therefore very famous towards the whole area here. And for me, it was the inspiration to actually dye this color, as you can definitely find some brown and yellow from the bees, but also a bit of honey color and sometimes a bit of orange. I really love this color. It's a very, very intense, but yet still, how do I say it? It's a very smooth color, and it's built up out of 7 colors, which you can't see when you look like this, but it's definitely in there. I think it will be a good one. So this is the new color, Bennekom's Beekeeper, available in sock, DK, mini sock and mini DK. Let's see how it will go. For now, this is all what's new, but we have more to tell. So let's continue on with the next topic, which will be Advent. So, we continue on. Okay, so I was talking about Advent, and although I just realized it's not very convenient to mention this in this English vlog, because I'll have created the option to make some more pre-orders for an advent calendar with 4 large sock skeins, but I'm only gonna put this availability in Dutch, and that's most because of time management. My advent calendar was sold out so quickly that a lot of people asked me if I could do more, or think of an alternative like 4 big sock skeins. And I had to see if my schedule would allow it. And so in the meantime, I have decided to do some of those alternative advent calendars. But I also decided to just do that in only because the self-written story is also included with those alternate advent calendars. But I just decided to do this only in Dutch, because the printing and is already all done. And so I can't translate and all do this once again, because it's way too much work to do, and I don't have that much calendars available. So for that small amount, it would not even be possible to also take all this time and investment. So I just said I'm gonna tell you something about Advent, but well, there will be a new pre-order with 4 large sock skeins, which will happen at Sunday, July 12th at 7 p.m. Central Europe time. But in the end, I think most of you don't even don't have that much about it. Well, of course you have the yarn and the goodies in it if you order one, but you couldn't read the whole Christmas story because it's in Dutch. So that was what I was going to tell, but I just thought about it like, okay, why should I mention this in the English vlog, because most of you probably don't have anything about it. So sorry for the inconvenience. Let's continue on with what's all in the schedule for the next weeks. Okay, so I think it's time to end this vlog because I'm talking way too long already. As I'm on vacation next month, this will be the last vlog before it, and I also told us something about it in the last vlog. I will take the whole month of August off, so the shop is not open, and I will do nothing just to regain some energy and fill my battery once more, as that is definitely needed. And so that also means there will be no new month vlog and no new month color to show. But in the end, there are still some other different things to mention. I asked on social media to you guys if you might have some questions about me or my company or whatsoever, what you like to know. Maybe that would be fun for a Q&A video to upload at the moment I'm on vacation. Many of you responded to that, and I have a lot of questions received. So I just saved them all, and I'm gonna answer them over a Q&A video. And actually I'm gonna divide those over 2 videos, because there are many questions about the hand-dyed yarn or undying yarn, and there are a lot of questions about the designing part as the guy with the hook. So I'm gonna split those up. And I will upload them instead of a month vlog. So next month, beginning of August you will find one, and about half August you will find part 2. And at the end of August I will be back with a new month vlog telling you what's all happening and going on and how it went, like this one. In the meantime, over the next weeks I will also dye some new colors of Veluwsch Verfgoed Tweed. I discontinued some colors and I will dye some new colors. Also, Tweed Decay will arrive, as I have that lying around for months already to dye, but have not done that yet. But I think Tweed is more like an autumn winter yarn, so that's okay. But that will happen over the next weeks, and I will add it to the shop as well, although I will just show it probably around the end of August in the end. But know that it will happen. I will release one last pattern before my vacation, which will be this beauty. This is the Misty Mornings cushion. It's a mosaic pattern, mosaic crochet pattern. I already promised it, well, already a lot on social media, so it's definitely gonna be time to release this, as it's already 2 years in my list of patterns to publish. And I really love it. It's made with skeins katona, just a regular mercerized cotton. But in the end you can do it with everything you like. Even if you would take a gradient yarn on the background like a Veluwsch Verfgoed Gromo and you will use a solid color above it, it will work. You can do whatever you like, but I really love this one. And I will publish it over somewhere in July, as I promised it already. And many of you just said, no, I want it today. And that's okay, but it doesn't fit my schedule. So it will come. One last request is, in the meantime, I am part of the YouTube partner program, as I have a lot of hours watched, and that gives you the possibility to grow over here. So from this moment on, you can hype me. So if you like this video, just hype me, and that means you get my video up in the search results better, and as a suggestion to others to let my channel grow and spread those videos some more. So if you like to do that, I would be very thankful. You can just put it here in the comment section. You can slide the comments to the left or the right, I don't know, and you see hype, and you can push that hype button if you still don't know what it is. If you would do that, I'm very grateful. If you decide not to, that's also okay. No problem there. Yeah, so for now, this is it. I wish you a very pleasant day, a very pleasant week, a very good month. I don't know how it is over there in the other parts of the world when it comes to vacation. If you take off for a vacation or you have a vacation, I wish you a very good time. Take your rest, enjoy things, explore, do whatever you like. In the end, I'm going to do that as well. And I think we see each other back for real in the next vlog at the end of August. And I wish you all the best for now. Yeah, and as said, you will see those Q&A videos later on. But that are not like the vlogs I'm record like this. So, till next time. See you. Bye bye.